Welcome to 27 North here in Springfield, Missouri, where today we're learning about the supercars of adventure vehicles, and you will be amazed what you can do starting from a Sprinter. We're going to be joined by Pavel Bosovik, CEO and founder of 27 North, to show us through the facility, to see some of the different models that are in production, and to learn what goes in to creating the ultimate in expedition vehicle. In fact, when it comes to these, the materials, the different things that come from the yacht industry, and so much more to find out about. And then later on, I'm going to hop into one of the vehicles with Pavel to head to their off-road area to go and learn a little bit more about getting lost in the wilderness in something completely self-contained, something that can take you places that certainly no normal supercar can. Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello, and welcome back to the channel. Let's go exploring here at 27 North. Here we are then. This is what we have come to see. Here we are.
Yes, sir. Hello, everybody. My name is Pavel Bosovik. I am the founder and CEO of 27 North. We're known to be the #1 luxury expedition vehicle manufacturer in the world. A lot of times people ask me, what's the difference between an expedition vehicle and a traditional RV? Well, it's simple. Our expedition vehicles are built like yachts, so you can go anywhere in the world with them and be like off-grid and stuff.
This is mega. So we're in the whole assembly facility hall here. You've got the different lines, you've got the different products.
Yes.
What are we looking at?
So here we have the first line. It's our expedition line. And so for this model year, we built on the Ford F350 chassis. And we never knew, but people really want to tow like boats and stuff with their expedition trucks. And so we're actually upgrading to the Ram 5500 chassis, allowing you to tow things behind whenever you go on your trips.
But I think the main thing clearly is the Sprinter line.
Yes,
right?
So we have two lines of Sprinter lines. It's called the 27 North Venture van. Venture meaning like exploring. It is built on the Mercedes Sprinter chassis, the 2500 all-wheel drive. And yeah, we essentially go all out. We do like custom suspension, wheels, tires, 360 overland lights, skid plate. A neat thing that we do is all your trim moldings from your fog light covers to your grill. We cover an adventure skin. It's like a commercial bed liner. And so the branches, the rock and chips that you traditionally have, or like the moldings, they'll get faded by the sun. You don't have that issue here.
Protected from the kind of place we're going to go a little bit later on.
Exactly, yes. You'll understand in greater detail on the test drive we're going to do.
But this is a cool view looking back.
Yes. We're very fortunate. We just passed 60 employees. Every day a vehicle leaves our production floor to customers around the world, and every day a new one arrives at the factory.
There's a lot going on. Wow. I go, what is this?
So this is the B. So it's the 27 North Ascender. This one is built on the 550 chassis, most known for its off-grid capabilities. This is our prototype that we've been developing over the course of the last 3 years. We have about 6-8 more months of development, and then we go in production. Why it's unique, we build the shell out of a one-piece carbon fiber infused. So this fuselage per se is one-piece carbon fiber infused. It's not molded together or put bit by piece together, and so you can ultimately travel anywhere on it.
I have to stand back from this thing.
Yes, so I'm 6 foot tall, and so as you can see in retrospect, it's a lot.
But this is a rolling luxury villa. It's
yes, but it's also very practical. So the wheels and tires, they're very commercial grade. The suspension, we use a liquid spring. So every millisecond it auto adjusts. So if you hit a pothole, it's not going to wobble like traditional RVs do on air suspension. It's got reinforced axles, and it typically takes me 4 hours to go through the entire thing. We cover it all in adventure skin as well.
Yeah. This kind of really rough finish.
Exactly.
Not only does it look the part, but the benefits you're saying. And the shape, because when it's something this big, right?
Yeah, so traditionally for like the last 100 years, they've been doing like boxes on a chassis. I didn't want that. I was like the visionary behind the design. I wanted something that was aerodynamic and could tackle crosswind. I used to drive a commercial truck in college, and I got caught in a crosswind and almost flipped my truck over.
Yeah.
And so I developed this angle here so you can drive through a windstorm, light hurricane, snowstorms, and not have to worry about being flipped over.
I got it.
Yeah, and then on the inside, it's essentially a luxury yacht. And so all walnut, handmade, real leather, real aluminums, a lot of water, like 150 gallons of water, over 2,000 amp hours of battery. So you can live off grid in it, yet still have all the luxury amenities of a yacht. On the interior, we do a lot of work. We do a custom walnut center console that we call the bridge, where you can walk into the back of the camper. We wrap the seats in real leather and suede, diamond stitch, custom embroidery. You have 360 Ghost Global Security System. There's stainless steel cameras that aren't scared of the weather and the climates. It's got military tracking, so you could track yourself anywhere in the world. We rebuild the front end. This is a custom built front end that goes to the OEM frame. So we hit a deer one time going 55 miles an hour, 0 damage. So it's a steel reinforced, same thing, covered in adventure skin, skid plate. We do steel fender flares that are treated so that they don't rust. And so unlike traditional fiberglass flares that you get a rock and it damages it, these are steel. So it almost kind of pushes stuff away from when you're traveling. We have our super truck, the Ascender. So that's luxury on the interior, luxury on the exterior, yet very utilitarian. We have our mid-size truck line. That's the one that's built on the Ram 5500. That one is very adventure in and out. So the cabinets are aluminum. It's very utilitarian. Whenever I do my video, we can do it at some point, I punch the cabinets to illustrate, like, this is made to be used. Like, I always tell people, designed for extreme use only. Yeah. And then we have our vans. Our vans are a hybrid of our truck lines. And so they're still very nice, yet very practical. You can, you can use them. So this is the beginning of the production line here.
Yeah, so the vans arrive, and I should mention at this time, the reason it's quite quiet right now is because we're after hours.
Yes.
It's the end of the day.
Yes, typically it's loud noise, buzzing.
So these arrive in. I guess they start pretty basic, but you have to kind of strip them down and get started, right?
Exactly. So they arrive from Mercedes, completely stripped down. We then come in. So this came in this morning, and it's already ready to ship. So every morning the production line shifts.
Okay.
And so just in one shift, they have cut out all the openings. They have ran all the, what we call rough-in wiring, electrical.
Yeah.
So we put hundreds and hundreds of feet of premium wire gauge through the system. The wire is very premium. So unlike your traditional wiring that is an off-brand and it has a tendency to rip and wear and tear, we use a very premium wiring system.
I mean, I've mentioned, as you have as well, the like concept of the supercar of this type of thing, because what you're doing is creating something that's really, really high end. It's a very high end product.
And for that reason, we've even, like, the companies we benchmark from are high end car manufacturers and boat manufacturers, from the way our inventory flows. So it's an on-demand model. So the inventory arrives here, it flows through sub-assembly, it goes into assembly. You don't see that in traditional RV manufacturing. So we learned a lot of that from luxury, high-end auto manufacturers and boat manufacturers.
Yeah, and then this is where...
So this is bay 2. It looks like they might have shifted a little bit ahead of schedule, but here in this bay is where the roof rack is assembled. The neat thing with our roof rack is it's a modular premium system. And so this will have 5 times the average, industry average solar panel capability. So the solar panels, we have almost 600 watts of solar on the roof. That's typically what they put like on a tiny home or a yacht. Yeah. So a lot of solar power. The electrical awning, the pod lights. So as you can see here, all the pod lights, these are true overlanding pod lights. They're not your cheap little, LED lights. And then we leave a little bit of space in the back. So if you want to put like a storage box, or it makes for a really cool Instagram picture. You could sit here, kick your feet off the back, get a nice sunset, and then we do a WeBoost and Starlink. So not only do you have internet, you have data. And then if you're like in a foresty area, the Starlink will work hand in hand with the WeBoost, giving you really good cell coverage and internet coverage. It's very important for us employees. We center our company around our customers, our employees. So we run fatigue mats, always new tools, equipment, keeping everything clean, organized, like fans throughout the factory, climate controlled. So then we go into Bay 2. In Bay 2, we run the insulation. And so here you can see we use a 3M Thinsulate. Traditionally, people use the unfaced one, And the problem there is it starts sagging. And so the cavity on your upper walls is not insulated. We use a faced insulation like in a high-end home.
Yeah.
And so the face, it holds it up so it never sags. And so all your cavities along the top, we even go behind the handle, like we'll pull the handle, we'll pull the OEM parts and tuck insulation all behind it to give you a really high R value rating.
One of the things I love about this is that you started making a van yourself, basically.
Yes.
It was like, you to this day know everything about everything that's going on. I love it.
Yeah, oftentimes I get asked, why did you go into this industry? And my wife and I, on our first year anniversary, took a trip across the US and then back across Canada. And we tried different RVs, we tried different hotels, and the vibe it wasn't there. And so we spent a lot of time sleeping in this old car that we were driving. And then finally I'm like, all right, I gotta build the ultimate self-sustainable RV. Something you can, like, you don't have to be stuck in a campsite, like, what's the point of going camping if you're gonna be like an RV park? It's kind of feel like cheating.
Yeah, I get it.
And so I designed this van. We used the ProMaster chassis first. And my wife picked all the colors and designs, and then I did kind of the infrastructure. So I wanted to make sure we have enough battery power, enough water to be able to go and stay in a park or off-grid somewhere, or take like an off-beaten trail. And so that was really important for me, to have the ability not to be stuck in a service center like in a traditional RV, but actually go and travel. So we use a commercial subfloor used like on the floor of commercial refrigerator trucks. And so it's essentially like a foam, high dense foam board. And so even if you spill something, your floors aren't going to swell up or get damaged. And then if you come in here in your boots or pets or kids, it's a commercial liner here. So you're not worried about your floors, but yet it still looks very prestigious.
That must be kind of a hard balance to find, like that mixture of rugged and luxury.
Oh, it is. It's so hard. And then, people sometimes want both, and you can't have both. So you have to really find a creative way to merge the two together. Over here, our cabinetry starts to go in. Traditionally, the industry uses MDFs and like cheap materials. And the issue there is, like, if you spill a 3-liter thermostat of coffee, it swells. We use real birch wood for our cabinetry, and we cover it in a premium Formica. And so even if you were to like take something sharp, so here's like a screwdriver, and that's that's a fairly sharp screwdriver. It doesn't damage it. And then same thing, even like things that people don't see. It's very high quality slides for your drawer, so they're not vibrating or bouncing around. The countertops, we use a bamboo multi-layered plywood, and so it's very strong, yet you still get that organic smell, that natural feeling inside of it. I want to point out our infrastructure. So any unit that you go into, the plumbing and water systems on one side and your electrical systems on the other side. The beauty there is it's not all jammed into one box. And then we keep our wall all the way to the bottom, so your walls aren't exposed. There's no insulation sagging out. Traditionally in RVs and the expedition vehicle market, everything is exposed. So here, very clean and organized, copy and paste. So I'm going to show you this one. Yeah. I'm going to show you a few more, and then we're going to look at a finished one, and you'll see the electrical and the plumbing is copy and paste. Yeah. I remember initially when I was telling my team the importance of consistency, they took my vision so serious. They created jigs. So like if you look in the sub-assembly here, they created a jig to make sure that every component is in the same place. So any unit you look at, the distance and placement of each component is exactly the same. So like they took it beyond what I wanted it to be. Every wire, every piece of pipe that's ran, it's all copy and paste of the one before it, making service and resale value a lot higher. Mm-hmm. And here we go into base 6 and 7. This is where the final touches start going in. Our appliances. That's a stainless steel refrigerator. You don't see that in our industry. And the neat thing is like little details that the average person probably doesn't notice. What are the most common problems in a traditional refrigerator in an RV? The latch is plastic, the handle's plastic, and the slides are plastic. So on our refrigerator, stainless steel handle, stainless steel latch, and stainless steel slides. And so 20 years down the road, your refrigerator's good, and not a year later and you need a new refrigerator. And so here we're in the PDI, or the finish, so pre-delivery inspection. We have over 400 points that we touch, inspect, and check. That's just here. That's not counting the other quality control employee that walks the production line. Every stage is inspected. So this is the finished product. LED lighting, we seal the LED lighting so it's not hard on your eyes. And then it's very dimmable. So if you want to, you know, in the evening,
set the mood.
Nice audio system. We use a marine grade audio system. This forms into a bed. You got your bathroom and garage in the back. So if you have fancy bicycles or snowboards or skis, you can store it inside. And just all around, this is what we do.
All the storage, all the controls and things.
Oh, and I was going to told you I'd show you in the end. So check out the electrical. So any unit you look at, that's the electrical. This is the plumb. This is the electrical.
Yeah.
The placement, all of it is the same, and then the plumbing. So these drop into a bed, or you can adjust. So if you have you and your partner, you can have 2 working stations. Yeah.
It all happens so quickly and easily.
Yeah.
Have you done this before by any chance?
Yeah, a time or 2, and then the plumbing. Copy and paste of what you saw in production and post-production.
And there's quite a lot of space in it. It actually amazes me.
Yeah, I'm 6 foot and I'm wearing 1-inch shoes, so I'm about 6'2" right now.
But considering the footprint of the vehicle, the use of space, bed, bathroom, kitchen area, obviously driving zone, just to be able to go straight through is kind of cool as well.
Yeah, a bug screen, so if you're somewhere where the weather is nice, you don't want bugs inside, you can drop the bug screen.
And is kind of every vehicle really highly loaded?
Oh, all of it. So we give you everything you need and nothing of what you don't need.
Okay, makes sense.
Yeah, fully loaded. Both the chassis, so you got blind spot monitoring, 360 cameras, all of it. Parking sensors, and then even like on the backside, even though we do a lot of modifications, we still stay compliant with everything Mercedes requires. So even the OEM sensors are brought through, and making sure nothing is altered from the OEM factory. So this is the Ascender interior. Got power steps, you got walnut floors, walnut walls, you got a king size bed above the cab, you got a queen size bed in the back. You got yacht grade aluminum walls and ceilings, real leather, real walnut slab here. Fully self-contained, so we got over 150 gallons of water, 130 gallons of diesel fuel, over 2,000 amp hours of battery, lithium battery pack. Pretty much go anywhere, anytime.
This is really cool.
Thank you.
This is an epic little space.
Yeah, we've done over 40,000 miles of testing on it already, so that was really exciting. We've let famous outdoor men and women take it camping. My wife and I took it cross-country from Daytona Beach to Portland, Oregon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, cross country. I took it up like a 30-degree climb on a trail, and we went to the top of a canyon, Mount Zion in Utah.
Yeah.
That was fun. We let some influencers in California take it, and they were like, can we flip it over? I'm like, you can try. So they found some crazy trail, and the second time, they climbed it first time successfully. They tried doing it a second time. The wheel got stuck in like a rut, and they hit the accelerator and twisted the drive shaft. And we took it back to our engineering team, and the engineer's like, do you realize how many thousands of pounds of torque you need to twist this? And so if you ever get stuck, don't hit the accelerator, use your recovery. So we got winches on the front, winches on the back. I like that we focus on technology. And so you can control this from your phone or one of 3 screens. So you press the buttons in the areas that you want. Yeah, so this is kind of the pinnacle of adventure, like my wife says.
You got the bathroom, you got the bed.
Yes, this is, some of our friends and family call it the throne. So you got a huge bathroom, 2-person shower.
It's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
There's actually quite a decent amount of space. And looks really nice as well.
Thank you. It's got an air filtration system, so if you're somewhere dusty in the desert, it'll filter the air that comes in, along with air conditioning, a diesel furnace, more water than you and I probably ever use.
And that's, of course, the bridge through.
Yes, the bridge through, so you can access if it's raining or snowing or really hot.
This is cool.
Yeah, thank you. They say the average male uses 1 gallon of water when showering, like camping,
Yeah.
and the average female uses 2.5 gallons. So if you do the math, you have more than enough water.
Yeah.
So this is our wood shop. So all the components, the walls, the floors, the cabinetry woodwork, it's all handmade here at our production plant.
That's pretty awesome. Everything's
Yeah.
in-house to build all of
Hand
this.
assembled, handmade, like the quality. It's got to be quality.
Yeah, most important. Well,
Most
if I'm
definitely.
not mistaken,
That is our ride. We're going
That's
to go on
waiting
our
for us?
off-road course.
should we go and take a look?
Yes.
I see what it's like.
I think you're going to really enjoy it. I love going on the off-road course, especially with like clients. A lot of times people that are first time, they don't know you can take an RV off-road.
Yeah.
Don't take traditional RVs off-road, full disclosure, but you could take ours.
Yeah.
So you'll notice the noise inside is minimal, especially when
Yeah.
we're going through all these bumps and stuff. So we're going to take the all-new 2025 Venture van.
Perfect. All right.
Are you driving or am I driving?
I think you're driving. Let me hop in the other side. All right, let's step up here then. Here we go.
Full disclosure, it's bumpy. If you ever want to stop and get out, we can. So traditionally, you wouldn't want to take an RV, but we're not RVs, we're expedition vehicles.
Yeah.
And so between the suspension, between the way it's built, you can go and do things like this. Definitely recommend turning off all your parking sensors if you're
Yeah.
going to do stuff like this.
Because otherwise we're going to have all sorts of things beeping away from the bushes. Okay, yeah. I wasn't expecting that, to be honest. When you said, would you like to go off-roading, I thought we were maybe going across the field.
As
I
you
didn't realize.
see, I'm using one hand, I'm talking to you. It's between what Mercedes does and what we do to rebuild the suspension, it's
Yeah.
just phenomenal.
Oh, this is properly like
Yeah.
go
And
get
then-
lost. That's the
yeah,
point,
and the
right?
wheelbase is 170 inches, and so it's about equivalent to like a big truck or Jeep. And so if you're used to overlanding, this is pretty common for you. So this is a 30-degree slope
Wow.
here.
Oh, this gives you the feeling you can go anywhere.
Yes, sir. So
You
30
just pull up-
degrees.
You can pull up there and
Yeah, so this is
camp
our
out
first
for the night.
camping site. So here on the right, you pull in, you can camp there.
Wow. The interesting thing is this is in kind of luxury right now. This
Yeah,
is quite comfortable.
This is luxury, and as you hear, nothing's breaking, falling, making a lot of noises, and we're hitting bumps.
Yeah.
We're hitting 30-degree slopes. We're going over ruts, rocks.
This is cool in your backyard. Yeah. It's good for testing. Do you test all the vehicles?
Oh yeah, we test every vehicle through here, and then we have a lot of clients, and even clients that don't own our vehicles come out here and camp, see the factory, meet our team.
That's really cool. I mean, it's a community type thing, right?
Exactly.
I mean, the nature of expeditions is a community thing
Yeah.
to begin with.
Yeah, most definitely.
And
And
then-
then here we have a 45-degree slope. And so once you pass your certification, you actually exit on this side, the 45-degree slope.
Really?
Yeah.
That's not light work.
No, it's not.
That's pretty serious. Was all of this like this before? Or did you...
No, so we bought almost 15 acres and we developed this off-road course here. A lot of times our end user wants to come and actually test the product
Yeah.
before they purchase, so we let them, and the first thing they notice is like, wow, there's no power out here or water, and we're like, yes, you're buying an expedition vehicle. It's got enough water and power for you to come out here and spend a week out here enjoying your time.
Be literally out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And the exciting thing is, I mean, you moved into this facility 5 years or so ago.
So no, we actually moved into this factory this year. We started a little over 5 years ago building vehicles.
And already planning big stuff for the future.
Yes, so already in the final stages of designing our new factory. We groundbreak this year. It'll be 7 times the size of this factory.
It's exciting.
Yeah,
It's
that's
really
the
cool.
beauty behind business. Like, if you don't do it for the money, you do it for the people and delivering a quality product or service, sooner or later you'll succeed.
Yeah.
But if you do it for money, one of my mentors tells me all the time, sooner or later you'll fail.
Yeah. And it's something you love. I can tell I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm passionate about it. For me, I want the end user to have a good experience.
Yeah.
What's the point of a product if you have a bad experience?
For sure. And this is the ultimate, because it's all about, like, the reason you get a product like this, right, is for the memories you can build with it.
Exactly.
It's for having those experiences, having those adventures.
Yeah, some of our older clientele, they'll take their grandkids out, and
Yeah.
you don't want to go somewhere in a national park or forest or on the beach and your AC not work or your toilet not working. And those are common issues in RVs. And next thing you know, instead of creating more memories, you're on Google trying to find a service center.
trying to work out how to fix it. But you've got a dealer network all over North America and starting around the world.
We're working on opening a location in Saudi Arabia, Germany to service all of Europe, and then Canada. We're going to have 2 locations strategically placed, and then all across the US.
Because you've got tens of dealers across the US.
Oh yeah, we have over 25 dealers already. Our ultimate goal is to have 100 dealers in our network around the world.
Mega.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's super exciting.
So the beauty of the all-wheel drive Mercedes chassis, see this 30-degree slope. It'll go out, see branches and stuff. Your lights, they're fine. Your bumper skid plate protects you from it. So all-wheel drive, and we're just going to go with ease right over it.
Yeah, that's impressive. There aren't many vehicles you can live in that can do that.
And then go up a 30-degree slope with one hand while talking to you on video camera.
Yeah, that's not normal. Yeah. What an experience. Really cool. I gotta say, this is really, really, really fun.
And then this is our factory here. So after spending a couple of days in a demo product or your brand new product, you can come out here, you can do any modifications that you want. We've had, customers come back and say, hey, can we get an extra battery, or how do you use this? And you can come here, you pull right in, and our team is ready to serve you.
Awesome. I've got to ask you a potentially stating the obvious question.
Yeah.
27 North.
Yes, that is the latitude of Mount Everest. So we want to be the pinnacle of adventure, and the tallest mountain is Mount Everest. And then it circumnavigates the world through like Florida, Baja, and a lot of cool places you'd find or need an expedition vehicle for.
I love that.
Thank you.
A reason, a story. That is a great name.
I appreciate it.
Thank you for the run out. This has been a really cool visit. I'm absolutely blown away.
Thank you. It means the world to me.
I mean, congratulations, because the product, the excitement, the growth, the business, your passion for it as well.
I appreciate it. It's guys like you and gals that support us that give us the opportunity to do this.
But also your team that I've met today, like the people working on all the products. And
yeah, it's extraordinary. A lot of times people poach or recruit people from similar industries. I found my success in getting people that have nothing to do with the industry. And so one of my best VPs of production, he worked in a hospital for almost 20 years. And so he's very punctual, very structured. He helped us do our structure. For like electrical, mechanical, instead of getting people from the RV industry, I got people from the automotive industry. And so we have a wide range of talent. And like I always tell my team, there's nothing we can't accomplish if we work together.
That's awesome. Very cool. Congratulations. Thank you so much for today.
I appreciate
it. Really cool visit. Lots of fun.
Thank you.
Whether it's a Venture, a RexRover, or even the Ascender, this day has actually opened my eyes to quite a lot, a world that I didn't perhaps know all that much about. I've rented more traditional RVs during some busy events, of course, at different event locations where you don't have much space or hotels nearby. But the feeling of going off to explore is what all of this is about. And I've got to say a huge congratulations to Pavel and the team for what they've achieved with their lineup. Obviously, the success of Venture, the success of RexRover, now changing over to the Rams as well, and to see Ascender, to understand a little bit more. Ascender, I've been talking about the supercar of exploration vehicles. Ascender is literally a hypercar. It is the creme de la creme, the top, the ultimate, if it comes to this kind of thing. I would love to go and do a little bit of a tour, a little bit of an adventure with one of those. So maybe I can convince the guys. But it's a big thank you to the team for inviting me down today to be able to share behind the scenes and show you a little bit more about what 27 North get up to here in Springfield, Missouri. That's it for today, though. Thank you very much for watching as always, guys. I appreciate your support an awful lot, and I shall see you again very soon. Cheers.